It's Friday. We're gonna talk about what's sold. Yeah, it's Friday. I hope you sold something too. Yes, I really, really do. It's Friday. Hello, happy 4th of July. It is the 4th of July, and it's also a Friday. So that means I still have business to do with you. I need to tell you what sold this week for me on eBay and Poshmark. Let's get going because I got to get this done. I have stuff to do, and I'm sure you do too. So as you know, I'm going to tell you how much I purchased the item for, how much it sold for, and then how much the net profit is after we back out the fees and the cost of goods. Because I want to be real about how much money I'm making here. So, and then the last thing I will tell you is how long it took for that item to sell. And this is to help us all decide if these are things we want to look for and have in our online stores. So let's go. The very first thing is a really neat set of brass wall sconces. They're vintage, a little mid-century action. This one, I paid just $7.50 for it. The brand, it was actually stamped Mo Lighting on the inside, which was very helpful. Paid $7.50 for them. They sold for $50, which was great. And that gave me $34.18. And those just took 2 weeks to sell. So again, vintage lighting is working out well for me. So, okay, next up, this is a messenger bag. The brand is Timbuktu, with a unique spelling there. Let's see, I paid $5 for it. It sold for $40, and that gave me $28.23, and that just took it took 7 months to sell. All right, this one was pretty good. I thought I would try these. This was a whole pile of 17 yard flags, you know, the ones that people put out for seasons, or they say welcome, or I don't know, they got all kinds of stuff on them, but some were vintage, some were really good, some weren't, so I decided to sell them all together, and they did okay. I paid just 93 cents for the whole pile, so that was good. They sold for $25, and that gave me $19.71 in my pocket, and those took 4 months to go. And so easy, too. I didn't sell the stand, I just sold the flags. So just fold those up, poly mailer, away they went. All right, now this one here, this is a really pretty Harrods of England teapot, and at the certificate of authenticity and everything. I paid just $1 for it, which is great, and that sold for $25. That gave me a profit of $17.45, and it just took 2 months for that one to go. All right, another messenger bag. Actually, this one is Porsche design, which I had never seen before, but I figured, hey, it's Porsche. I should look it up. The comps looked good, so I picked it up for $4. Sold for $55, which was great, and that gave me $42.55, and it took 3 months for that one to sell. Okay, this little, I'm sure you've seen one of these before in your life. I had the hair on hide on the outside. It's a little canteen Boda bag. I got this for just 25 cents at a sale, and that sold for $19. I went ahead and accepted an offer because I barely paid anything for it, so I thought I'd give somebody a good deal. It gave me $15.43, and that took 10 months to sell. Okay. Ooh, this is a set of 8. You should have seen me try to ship these. Oh, rolling them all up. Hopefully they will get there safely. They're actually still in transit, so let's all do this. They're going to get there just fine. But these are vintage siesta wear. They were glasses, and then around the middle, they had a little sheath of wood wrapped around them with a tiki design. These I got for just $3, which was great, and they sold for $45, giving me $34.75, and they took 6 months to sell. Okay, next up is a pair of ski masks. Who knows what they're going to do with these, but I knew someone would want them. I got them for $6.50, and they sold for $29. That gave me $17.83, and it took 3 weeks for them to sell. Okay. Okay. This one. Keep your eye out for stuff like this, I think, because this was a brand new. It was a boiler pressure gauge. You find this kind of stuff in their boxes in garages all the time. So always open the small boxes. If it's a brand new something like this, grab it. I mean, I only paid $1.34 for this. It's a QHT pressure gauge, brand new. Sold for $22, and that gave me $16.89, and it took just 2 months to sell. I mean, this wasn't a higher end one, but I have found things like this that have sold for over $100. So always check the small boxes in garages. Alrighty, a dress. This was a JWLA, which you may or may not know is Johnny Was Los Angeles. So if you see those initials, definitely give it a look, because Johnny Was, we all love the Johnny Was. So this dress, let's see, it was a yellow embroidered dress. This one I paid $7.55 for, sold for $35, and that gave me $21.80, and that took 10 days to go. And I guess yellow is one of the hot colors this summer. So if you see things in yellow, especially the butter yellow, check it out. It might be a quick sell for you. All right, now here's a vest. This was a reversible Johnston & Murphy downfilled vest. I had a good feeling about it, so I picked it up for $6.25. It did sell for $55, and that gave me $40.69, and that took 3 months to go. I knew that was going to be good. All right, now these are appropriate for today. This person did wait until June 30th to purchase these, but the brand is called, I don't know how you say it, maybe it's Wide Pay Me, Wide, anyway. I paid $8 and let's see, 57 cents for these, sold for $40, and that gave me $25.12, and it took 3 months for them to sell. And I went ahead and I just threw them in a priority envelope, and I shipped them out immediately, hoping they'd get there for today. I don't think they did, but I mean, it's not my fault that they waited till the last minute to order those. So, but they did sell for good money, so I do appreciate that. All right, now next up, this one was really neat. It's something I've never seen before. Hold on, my little thing's not working here. What's going on? Let's see. Here we go. This is a Madame Alexander Elizabethan pincushion. Beautiful. Yeah, I got this. I did have it in a video. You might have seen her, but I've been around Madame Alexander dolls most of my life. I had a little collection of them as a kid. Actually, I still have the collection in there, in storage there. But anyway, this one was a pin cushion, and I got it for just $6.50 with its original box and paperwork, and it sold for $70, and that gave me $52.84, and it just took 2 months for her to go. Really pretty. Yes. All right, now, 6 plates from that good old Figio Flint Turi, the Lottie pattern. These were 6 7.5-inch squared off salad plates. I got them for $9.60. They sold for $60, and that gave me $40.77, and it took 6 months for those to go. And I am almost out of that set of dishes. I just love those. They're great. Okay, next is, another shirt. This is a Chico's linen top. That one, let's see, I paid $2 for it. Sold for $22, and that gave me $16.23, and it took 11 months for that one to go. Now, Chico's stuff doesn't make a huge amount of money, but it usually ends up selling at some point. So if it's nice, 100% linen, it's hard to pass that up. So, okay, these were recent as well. This is a set of 11. They were vintage stainless steel, Japan. I didn't have a pattern name on it, but they sold even without the pattern name, but they had like a black composite section on the handle. They were very, very nice. This was actually a hero find. Gotta do that. He found those for $5. This sold for $25. So that gave me $15.64, and it took 3 months to sell. All right, next one here. This was the packaging challenge of the week. This was a vintage, the brand was Arrow. It was a Victorian wreath chandelier. It had actually 5 light sockets on it. Absolutely beautiful. I got this for $7.50. Like I said before, the vintage brass lighting fixtures are just killing it for me, and I'm happy about it. Now this one I paid $7.50 for, sold for $125, and that gave me, well, here, to add to the cost of this, I lost $20 in shipping because maybe I just misjudged the size of it when I listed it. But that's okay, because after I lost the take away the $20 out of my profits, I still profited $79.15 on this piece. So I'm still happy, and I'm real proud of my packing job that I did on it too. So everything's good. And that one just took a month to sell. I actually bought it. It was with those 2 sconces that we started with today. They were together, and she wanted $15 for all of it. So I said, no problem. And they both sold, so this is good. right, this was a really cool piece. This is Vintage Ideal Toys Motorific Boaterific. I think it was called King of the Sea was the model on this one. It's a little toy boat and it came with a motor. These are really sought after and I got it for just $3 at a yard sale. And let's see, that one sold for 170, no. I skipped down on my list. Sorry. Boaterific is $3. Sold for $89, and that gave me $72.87, and it just took 3 weeks to sell. Real happy with that one. It was a fun little thing, too. Okay, now this guy is the Vintage Singer. I think it was called the Magic Button Sewer, but it was brand new, still sealed in the package, and only $1. I accepted an offer for it for $18, and that gave me $13.56, and that just took a month to go. So I'm pleased with that. All right, a whale. Ooh, this is a brass whale tail door knocker. And this one I paid $2 for, and that one sold for $30, and that gave me $22.79, and that took 7 months to sell. Sorry, I guess I'm a little flustered today. Maybe it's because I'm like really hungry right now. We're going to blame it on that. Moving on. Another sheep doll sold. This was the 21-inch sheep, and she had a little, she had some staining under her skirts. There was a stain in there, and I disclosed that, so I did sell it for a lower amount. This one I paid $2 for, sold for $28, and let's see, that one gave me $20.54, and it took 6 weeks to sell. And it sold to the same person that bought the first sheep doll. So they're trying to get a little family of sheep dolls is what I think. But that's the last one I have, so. All right, excuse me. Actually, hold on just 1 second. I'm good. I'm back. Got choked up about this next one. This was my best sale of the week. This is that vintage Mr. Christmas Michigan Wolverines Marching Band music box. So cool. That one was a hero find. So definitely got to do the lasers for him. He paid $5.50 for it, and it sold for $175, giving me $145.45, and that took 5 months to sell. Yay. Go Wolverines. All right, now this one is, it's a note tree, and this one was a silver plated by Godinger, and I paid $5.42 for it. It sold for $25, and that gave me $15.03, and that took 3 months to sell. Sorry for looking down. I really thought I was going to choke again. Allergies are rough right now. That's all I have to say. I can't apologize about it either. That's just the way it is. All right, now here's a St. John dress. This was it was St. John Sport, actually, and this one had a stain on it, so I disclosed that, and that's why this one sold for, I don't want to say a low amount. I mean, it still did okay on it, but I got it for $6. It sold for $33, and that gave me $21.81, and that took 2 months to sell. And I'm so glad that somebody still wanted it with that stain. It's disappointing always when I am photographing something and like, oh great, there's a stain. That's fun. Okay, now this one is, the brand is Natrona. It's a tapestry purse that I got for free from a friend who was cleaning out a closet, and it sold for $20, and that gave me $16.10, and it took 3 weeks to sell. It's real cute. It had fringe on the sides and that tapestry. Okay, we haven't seen one of these in a while, but I sold another one of the vintage wood slab art pieces, and this one was gorgeous. This one, let's see here, I paid $2.60, sold for $20, and that gave me $14.10, and it took 9 months to sell. I think I have 5 wood slabs left. I'll have to double check that, but they were great to me. That was really a fun one, yes. Okay, and then the last item, I sold a sweater on Poshmark. Yay! And let's see here, what was the deal on that one? Okay, this was the Cabela's embroidered horsewoman's sweater. And I paid $3 for it. It sold for $25, and that gave me a profit of $17. And that one, gosh, it didn't take long. Let's see, it took 2 weeks. 2 weeks is all on that one. So I'm glad I followed my gut and picked that up at a yard sale. But yeah, that's it. Let's all go have some fun. 4th of July. So there's really not a lot of sourcing this weekend for me. I hope there is for you. I don't know. Let me know how it works in your town, but things are looking sparse for me. But I do have a short video, I know for sure, because I did some sourcing yesterday. So that'll be out on Monday. I will see you then. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.